Tension is boiling and Golden State head coach Steve Kerr has reportedly issued a shocking ultimatum to one of the Warriors' stars: improve your performance, or get ready to sit on the bench. This is not the kind of message fans expected to hear, especially with the Warriors fighting to stay relevant in the playoff picture. Kerr, known for backing his players, has clearly reached a breaking point, signaling that accountability is now priority number one. The identity of the player at the center of this ultimatum is fueling debate, but one thing is clear: Kerr is done waiting. Will this tough love approach reignite the Warriors' spark, or will it fracture the locker room even more? The drama is real. Ultimatum: Steve Kerr threatens to bench a star if performance doesn't improve. Yes, you heard that right, and this shocking update has the NBA world buzzing. The Golden State Warriors, a dynasty that once seemed untouchable, are now at a crossroads. The tension is thick in the Bay Area. The lights are hot. And the future of this team may very well depend on the ultimatum their head coach just dropped. So let's break down what's happening, why Steve Kerr had to make this move, which Warriors star is in the hot seat, how the team is reacting, and what it means for Steph Curry, the franchise's legacy, and the Warriors' future as title contenders. The Golden State Warriors are not the same team we saw during their peak dynasty years from 2015 to 2019. Back then, they were running the league, revolutionizing basketball with pace, space, and the deadliest shooting the game had ever seen. But now, years later, cracks are showing. The once flawless machine is struggling with age, injuries, chemistry issues, and pressure from a hungry Western Conference stacked with superstars. And this year, it's been clear, someone isn't holding up their end. That's why Steve Kerr, a coach known for his calm composure, has finally drawn a line in the sand. He's saying enough is enough. Perform or sit. Fans are asking, who is Kerr aiming this ultimatum at? Is it Klay Thompson, the beloved Splash brother whose shooting touch has flickered in and out since coming back from devastating injuries? Is it Andrew Wiggins, the all-star forward who once looked like the perfect two-way piece but has struggled with consistency this season? Could it even be Draymond Green, the emotional leader whose volatility sometimes hurts the team more than it helps? Or is it Jonathan Kuminga, the young rising star who has shown flashes of brilliance but still needs to prove he can be trusted night in and night out? The truth may shock you, but what matters most is the message Kerr is sending: nobody's spot is guaranteed anymore. Not after the kind of season the Warriors have been having. Let's rewind for a moment and look at how the Warriors got here. Last season ended in disappointment. The Warriors were eliminated earlier than expected, sparking questions about whether their dynasty was truly over. Bob Myers, the architect of the roster, stepped down as general manager. Rumors about Draymond's future swirled. Klay's contract extension hung in the balance. And all of this was happening while Curry, still playing at an MVP level, was left to carry the team on his shoulders. When the new season began, expectations were mixed. Some believed Golden State would bounce back. Others predicted decline. But one thing was clear: every player had to lock in if the Warriors were going to compete for another championship. Fast forward to today, and Kerr's frustration has boiled over. Sources close to the locker room report that the Warriors' coaching staff has been reviewing film and running analytics, and the numbers don't lie. Certain players are not producing the way the team needs them to. The rotations are breaking down. Defensive assignments are being missed. Offensive flow is stalling. Too many wasted possessions, too many cold shooting nights, too many lapses in effort. For a coach who has built his system on discipline, execution, and trust, this is unacceptable. So Kerr has privately and now publicly made it known: if you can't perform, you're not playing. This is where things get intense. Imagine being a veteran star on a championship team, hearing that your coach might bench you. It's not just about missing minutes. It's about pride, reputation, legacy. For a player like Klay Thompson, who has spent his whole career being one of the most clutch shooters in NBA history, hearing that his role could be diminished is a gut punch. Fans love Klay. They remember Game 6 Klay, the guy who would torch defenses when everything was on the line. But lately, the cold streaks have been brutal. Nights where he shoots 2 for 12, struggles on defense, and looks a step slow compared to the young guns. Kerr has defended him in the past, but the ultimatum is clear now, the leash is shorter than ever. Andrew Wiggins is another name in the spotlight. When the Warriors won the 2022 championship, Wiggins was the X factor. He defended Jason Tatum in the finals, crashed the boards, and scored efficiently. But this season? He's disappeared too often. There are games where you barely notice him. Kerr can't afford that anymore. He needs Wiggins locked in, aggressive, and engaged every single night. The ultimatum applies to him just as much as anyone else. Show up or watch from the bench. Draymond Green adds another layer of drama. Draymond is the heartbeat of the team, no doubt. His defense, playmaking, and leadership have been essential to every Warriors title run. But his temper, technical fouls, and suspensions have cost the Warriors games. Kerr has defended Draymond for years, but even his patience has limits. The message might not be as much about benching Draymond as it is about demanding discipline. No more reckless ejections. No more fights that derail the season. Focus on basketball or risk your minutes being cut in crunch time. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga, the young star in the making. Kuminga has all the tools, athleticism, strength, scoring ability. Fans have begged Kerr to give him more minutes, to unleash him. But Kerr has always been cautious, wanting Kuminga to earn his spot through defense, hustle, and smart play. The ultimatum for Kuminga is clear: consistency. If he brings it every night, he stays on the floor. If not, Kerr will not hesitate to lean on veterans instead. So why now? Why is Kerr laying down the law so strongly? Because the Warriors' season is on the line. The Western Conference is a battlefield. Teams like the Nuggets, Mavericks, Timberwolves, Clippers, and Lakers are all fighting for playoff seeding. There is no margin for error. Every loss counts, every mistake could cost home court advantage, and every wasted opportunity makes it harder for Curry to carry the team. Kerr knows they don't have time to babysit. They need urgency, focus, and results. This ultimatum is Kerr lighting a fire under his roster, forcing them to rise to the occasion. And make no mistake, this is also about Stephen Curry. Curry is still playing like one of the greatest players of all time. His shooting, his leadership, his unselfishness, they're all still elite. But he can't do it alone. At 37 years old, Curry deserves support, not just empty promises. Kerr knows that if the players around Curry don't elevate their games, this could be a wasted year. Worse, it could be a wasted chapter of Curry's final prime. That's why Kerr is being so direct. This isn't just about wins and losses. It's about protecting Curry's legacy and giving him the chance to compete for one more championship before the window closes. Now, how are the players reacting? Reports suggest the locker room is tense. Some veterans feel disrespected, as if their past contributions are being overlooked. Others are motivated, seeing this as the push they needed to step up. Young guys like Kuminga and Moses Moody are hungry, ready to seize the opportunity if Kerr makes good on his threat and reduces veteran minutes. This dynamic could create internal conflict, or it could spark a new level of competitiveness. Kerr is betting on the latter. Fans, of course, are divided. Some are furious that Kerr would even think of benching Klay, a franchise legend. Others argue that Kerr has been too loyal for too long, letting emotions guide his decisions instead of performance. Social media is on fire with debates, clips, and hot takes. Everyone has an opinion on who deserves to play and who doesn't. The Warriors are under a microscope like never before, and this ultimatum only adds fuel to the fire. The big question now is, will Kerr actually follow through? Ultimatums sound strong, but if he doesn't back it up, players might stop taking him seriously. If Klay has another 1-for-10 night, will Kerr really bench him in the fourth quarter? If Wiggins disappears in a crucial matchup, will Kerr actually pull him for Kuminga? If Draymond loses control again, will Kerr sit him when the team needs his defense most? These are the decisions that could define the Warriors' season. And the truth is, Kerr might not have a choice. Actions speak louder than words. To send a message, he may have to bench a star in a big moment. That will be the